This is the Triangle's Morning News on WPTF.
Joining us in studio here on the WPTF Morning Show, our good friend here on the show, and you hear him on WPTF on the weekends, Denny Lindemann from Kraft Body Scan. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, thanks for having me on the show.
Of course, good to see you back here. I can't believe it was the start of this month, last time we had you, because we were previewing Heart Month for February. Now here we are at the end of February, getting ready for March. It feels like we just had you in studio, though.
This has been a busy month. I think I've been down here a few times, and we've had a lot of shows over this month, but it's been incredible. For American Heart Month, we've had over 1,000 patients, and out of those 1,000, we've had over 300 people with a high calcium score. So most of the people that are driving right now in the car have heard this repeatedly over the last couple of years, but this is the cheapest we've ever done it. So we've seen a lot of people going, why am I waiting? It's only $79 per person to come in. So $149 for two people to come in and get a heart and lung scan.
And the importance of heart and lung scan. And you were telling me some stories off air. I want you to share some of these on air with our listeners about some of the people that have come up to you in the past few months, over the last year, saying, I heard you talk about this body scan, a heart and lung scan, and it seriously, literally saved my life.
You know, I hear that a lot. We just did a show. We had the downtown home and garden show. And so we sponsored that event. We had a couple booths. And I was down there last Saturday. And lots of people walking by. And a lady walked up to me. And she didn't look great. You know, she had two black eyes. There was some blood under the skin. She looked like she's been going through something. And she walked up and she goes, "Are you Denny?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I wanted to come and thank you. Your company saved my life. Last year at this show, I bought your heart and lung scan, and in those images, we ended up finding out that I had an aneurysm that was over 7 centimeters. I've actually had to have 2 surgeries, but the doctor says if I hadn't done that scan, I would have died." Wow. And what was crazy is I was just so taken aback. It's just, I love to hear stories like that, that what we do matters. Literally an hour later, another lady walks up to me. And I could tell that she's going through some treatments. You know, she had no hair. She had a scarf on, and she came up and she goes, "I wanted to come thank you personally. Last year I signed up at this event to do the scan, and in the images I ended up being diagnosed with stage 2 pancreatic cancer, and she's still going through treatment. But she brought her son. So her son was about 45. Brought her son. I'm bringing my son. I want to sign him up too. What you do is amazing." And literally, if people are walking by, she's just telling people, "Sign up for this. You never know." So it's an amazing place to work. And American Heart Month is a big month for us because the idea is to bring the cost down to where it's manageable and just about anybody can afford to do it.
And it's not a matter of, today is February 28th, you missed out. Well, you can come in and sign up and get a scan anytime of the year.
No, absolutely. I mean, we normally charge $640 for a heart scan, which is a complete check of the heart and all the anatomy that attaches to it. But periodically through the year, whatever the value we bring when it comes to the lowest cost, $149 is absolutely nothing in the world of screening and imaging for two people to come and get on a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment that takes very precise images of the inside and the outside of the heart to make sure that there's no blockages or tumors or aneurysm, anything else that might harm or kill you.
Again, we're talking with Denny Lindemann with Kraft Body Scan, and this is the final day of February, but you guys are going to continue your special, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many patients come down. The owner, the founder of the company, has decided to extend the promotion because there's just so many people that are calling and saying, "Gosh, I really want to do this, but I just don't have time right now. Can I come in March? Can I come in April?" So for now, we're going to extend it. So we're going to do that $149 heart and lung promotion. Not sure when we're going to end it, but if you're in the car and you're listening to this and you've heard this a lot of times, don't wait. Write that number down, 919-794-8888, or go to craftbodyscan.com and just do it. Sign yourself up, sign your wife or your husband up, and come down and get scanned because you just never know.
That phone number, again, 919-794-8888.
Correct.
Great way to get in contact with Kraft Body Scan. Do you also hear, along with the stories of people saying, "I'm so glad I signed up, you saved my life," do you also hear from people like, yeah, but and they come up with an excuse? They don't have time, or I feel fine. I think I don't need it right now.
That's the most common thing. I would say, in my experience, 2 out of 3 people, when introduced to screening and imaging, their initial gut reaction is, "I don't want to know." And I think that ties into fear. Nobody wants to be a statistic. Just about everybody's heard a story of somebody close to them, a friend or a family member that's died of a heart attack or cancer. But what it really comes down to is a choice. How important is your life? How much is that worth to you? And when you think of the cost, $149 for an hour and a half for two people to come down to a clinic that's local versus I've had people tell me, well, gosh, if I was stage 4, I would give everything I own to go back to stage 1, especially if it's my wife or my husband, or somebody that I love. So what this really is a choice. Take an hour and a half of your time, tell your employer you're going to do something good for your health, come down there, hold hands. It's like a date, come down and get your heart scanned together and to make sure you're okay.
Denny Lindemann with Craft Body Scan here on the WPTF Morning Show. Again, 919-794-8888 or the website?
craftbodyscan.com. So anything you want to know there about the machines, how it works, who our doctors are, it'll be there. Or you can just call the number. We have people there that can answer any question you have regarding how it works.
And where are you guys located?
So we're on 2418 in Blue Ridge Road, Suite 100, lower left side of the building. Very simple place. If you get the Lake Boone Trail exit right there where UNC Rex is, or the brick building right across the street. So lots of parking, easy to get there, and it doesn't hurt, trust me.
Yeah, and I know exactly right where that is. My wife works at UNC Rex right across the street.
All right, well, perfect.
Great.
When are you coming down to get your scan?
I might be doing it here soon. Absolutely. Denny Lindemann, Craft Body Scan. Thank you so much. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I appreciate coming down here. I think it's great that you guys are helping us raise awareness and saving lives because, for just about any type of thing that you could be out there to promote, saving lives and working on heart health and other health when it comes to cancer in your body, it's one of the smartest things you can do.
That's a big, important life lesson right there. Denny Lindemann, Craft Body Scan. Thanks so much.
Hey, thank you so much, Rob.
8:48, let's go traffic on the 8s with John Champion.